Whoa, buddy. Okay, so slow down there. Loosen that cock. What do you think you're doing starting out the video with another fucking Discord call?
Well, I don't know, man. I just it's been a year.
Oh, yeah?
It's got me kind of thinking.
A year? Oh, yeah, it's got you thinking? What's it got you fucking thinking?
Man,
God, explain.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It's like, what was that? What are you doing, Patty? Oh my God, you're a wild animal.
I'm telling you to get on with it. So do it, you son of a bitch. Okay? I need to see how the girls' last tour ends. So hurry the fuck up.
In due time. But first, I got to thank my viewers. I got to thank you, for a year worth of consistent watching. And honestly, I got to thank myself too. Consistently been making videos for a year. That's kind of a big deal, Patty. You got to admit.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I think it's pretty good, personally.
Yeah, it's real good. It's real good. But you burned through my ketamine supply to make those videos. So, come on, man. You need to start making that money. Tell me what you want. What do you want to say?
Well, I have some announcements, Patty. I got big plans coming up, all right?
Big plans?
Oh, yeah, big plans.
Ooh, I'd love to hear them. Come on.
Well, that's good, because I got them for you. First of all, try to contain your excitement here. I have a huge surprise planned this May. The viewers, they're not going to know what this is. The viewers aren't going to know. They're not going to have a fucking clue, Patty. They're not going to know.
Cool. We're going to keep it secret. We're the goddamn CIA.
We're definitely going to keep it a secret. Better than we did on our first take of this fucking thing. Patty, you know what this surprise is, but they're not going to have a clue. But
I know.
How the
fuck do I know? Wait, I know about the plan?
Oh yeah, you know about the plan, Pat, because you're involved in the plan. You've been featured in my videos before, but this, Patty, this is gonna be a new level of viewer watching experience. All right, this isn't a bit.
What?
This is about to be high octane.
Oh shit!
Video
I love
making.
Octane.
I'll leave you with this. All right. Personally, I've always wanted to go beyond looking at anime. I've wanted to touch anime, to sort of involve myself with it physically,
Nep, you dumb weeb fuck. You can't do that. They're drawings. What do you plan? What the hell are you talking about? Are you crazy? Have you been taking your meds?
Well, I guess not, since you're here.
That's true. But that still doesn't explain the anime. What? How? Are you going to get in touch with the thing that cannot be touched?
Well, I suppose you'll just have to see, won't you, Patty? I suppose you'll just have to watch the videos, huh? You'll have to tune in this May for the very big surprise we got going on.
The big surprise. Tune in this May. What's the best way for me to stay tuned in, Nep?
Well, I'm glad you asked, Patty. YouTube.com/watch Nepasa. I think that's how the link, I don't know, honestly.
Right.
So, second thing, all right. You thought the big surprise was enough? Nah, we got more, Patty. We got more on the way. All right.
Goddamn more.
I got a little series I've been cooking up for about a couple of months now. A to Z anime, not to be confused with that AZ anime. That's a whole different fucking thing. All right. This is original scripted content that
is good.
I don't know about that.
No, we're sticking to it.
We're sticking with it. This is original scripted content that I have made. All right. This is originality at its peak. All right. Sex pales in comparison.
Oh yeah. Sex pales in comparison to money. I mean videos, creativity.
You're damn right it does.
Like. Yeah.
You're damn fucking right.
Get on with what else about this? How is this special?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, just because I like to believe that making these videos, I put a lot of work into them. I spend months at a time making these videos, and we generally crank out like one, every month, and it's kind of like a whole thing. But, I've been giving a lot of thought recently as to what it looks like to take YouTube seriously. And, if I really want to turn this into a career, then you know what? I need a better schedule.
Career?
I need a little something better. I need to work harder. I need to put my all into it.
Work harder, sell out. Okay, that's what we gotta do.
You're damn right. Raid Shadow.
Anyways, Nip, what else do you got for us?
Well, I'm glad that you brought us back on track, Patty, because,
Of course, that's what I do.
paired with this new A to Z anime series, I've sort of constructed it, right? Very shorter videos. And since they're shorter, from scratch. All right. And since they're shorter, right?
Sure.
I can now do my longer videos with the shorter ones. You know what that equals, right? 1 and 1. That's 2 videos, Patty, in a single fucking month. How do you feel about that?
Holy shit, that's so much more. That's doubling. That's doubling production. That's amazing. All right, we're gonna have some competition. God damn it, these better be good videos.
Oh, they're gonna be great. They're gonna be wired straight from caffeine with sleepless nights. All right, I'm gonna be standing hunched over my computer like a goblin, cranking these videos out, and I'm gonna try my damnedest to do 2 videos per month. That is what we're going with. I'm giving it my fucking all. You have my word. Starting today.
Yeah, and if you fail, if the viewers don't like, comment, subscribe, you will not see the next month.
What do you mean, Patty?
Anyways, Nip, what else do you have to say for us?
Honestly, that was kind of it. I'd kind of like to go back to the thing you just mentioned there. Thing you're trying to gloss over. Yeah, that was all my announcements, but I'm kind of worried now. So I'm just kind of wondering.
Nip.
Yeah.
Buddy. Shh. Listen to me. You do good. You get very little sleep. Make the good video.
Good
ones
video.
with them high viewerships.
High octane.
And you will never have to learn what I mean.
Well, I think it's just kind of like...
Now, go on and make that video.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going now. All right.
Good.
All right.
I love you. Say it back.
I love you too.
Ah, there we go. All right, you get on there.
All right. Back to the video. Picture something for me. You and your closest friend wake up one day to a world that feels overwhelmingly distant from your own, and with little memory of how it all came about. You decide to step out into the world, unaware of what might lie beyond the walls of a sheltered bunker where you once spent most of your time, and unsure of how you might survive. The continuous, tattered, and torn down structures of a world once filled with life. Scattered amenities and weaponry such as food, water, and machines of war that make basic survival a guessing game as you traverse the land. Even social desolation with little to no human contact other than the person next to you. All remnants of a time before life became a product of war. What would you do? How would you feel? Where would you go? Throughout my experience with anime, I've come to the conclusion that the realm of animation is an art form like no other. Like most people, I'd say, a lot of the media I consumed growing up was various cartoons from my childhood. Cartoons that, while pretty interesting in their stylistic choices of characters, were able to spark emotion in me that prompted my little 10-year-old pea-brain to keep watching. And while I no doubt appreciate those cartoons for providing me with a childhood, I do think that personally none of them have captured me in the way that anime has. Anime to me has always felt different than other medias of film or other varieties of animation entirely. At its base, it's very similar to other forms of animation out there, and no doubt provides entertainment in ways that parallel its Western counterparts. Through a mixture of crisp line work, individual frames, and a spectrum of colors that are seductive to the eye, sometimes in more ways than one, boys, anime has the ability to express certain themes or emotions that other mediums just don't have. I've said this before on my channel that anime to me is just geared differently towards its audience than cartoons are, and that statement holds ever so true when you take into account just how many anime there are and how they blatantly target certain groups of people. I'd say here in the West, cartoons are more general, but with anime, shit can get very specific very fast. You like basketball? Kuroko no Basket is there to slam dunk your expectations. you see, because they're both basketball anime, and you dunk a... you know what, forget it. If you like listening to Leonard Skinner and get incestuous butterflies in your stomach when you see your Emoto face down, ass up in the dryer, Eromanga Sensei in Oreimo got you. Hell, there was even an anime at one point in time that blew up for just lifting weights. I could keep this shit up forever. The point is that in targeting a specific audience, these directors, while not all saints in their ability to adapt a work and make it digestible, looking at you, Promised Neverland Season 2, yes, I'm still mad about it, these directors know how to capture people in ways that go beyond relying on a singular climactic build-up or crazy action-packed fight scenes. We look to anime like Made in Abyss, Porter Robinson's Shelter, and Grimgar Fantasy and Ash. Series where the direction was so awe-inspiring that you almost felt like you were personally witnessing the events of the anime unfold in real time, through your own personal lens as opposed to that of a computer. In this regard, Girls Last Tour is no different, and was an experience that I still occasionally reminisce about with friends. The world in which our main characters Cheeto and Yuri on Ice traverse is honestly a mysterious piece of art that I can't comprehend. Much like the Tower of Aincrad, the different cities and landscapes rest atop floors that build upon one another, producing a never-ending catacomb of torn-down factories, buildings, and all kinds of random structures that I couldn't begin to put a name to. And while the world seemingly functions in a similar way to SAO, you can rest assured that the pacing of the series doesn't. Hey, get that 40 floor time skip shit the fuck out of here. The interesting thing in my opinion is the fact that throughout the series there's seemingly no concept of time or where the hell we are, because at the end of the day our lead characters don't even fucking know. A lot of the scenes throughout this anime are going to be spent with Chi driving this high-tech piece of machinery. This absolute fucking unit. Take a motorcycle, take a tank, make them get sturdy in the bedroom, and suddenly you have German ingenuity. All that, and they gave it to a 12-year-old. Yeah. In all seriousness, it's because of all these moments that you spend with the two main heroines in this tracked motorcycle that the anime feels as deep as it does. We see different themes and messages throughout their conversations, mainly ones involving war and its effects on the participating populations. I mentioned before that the landscapes Chi and Yuri encounter are often different factory-like facilities. Places that were seemingly once booming with large numbers of workers based on the sheer size and amount of winding corridors we see as Chi and Yuri try to navigate out of them. This, while I could be way off the mark here, could be a potential depiction of war and its relationship to the economy, as historically we know with war comes a surge in different factory jobs responsible for the production of war materials. Outside of the structures themselves though, we see Yuri and Chi explore some pretty deep ideas about humanity and how war changes our behavior. I think probably the most obvious one that was showcased in the earlier parts of the anime was this concept of survival of the fittest. I hadn't really thought about it at first, but throughout the first episode, Chi and Yuri constantly talk about the concept of war and the need to carry a weapon in such times. Now, this was all well and good. My initial dumb brain thought, ooh, deep message about how war changes people and make bad. You know, the standard message a lot of movies like to portray about war. That was until Yuri pulled out the fucking gat and ran Chi's pockets for the last ration while they were eating. Like, bro, just share, fat ass, it ain't that deep. I found the situation pretty interesting though, because it was at this moment that I got a full picture about what the anime was trying to express. As Yuri pointed the gun to Chi's head, Chi thought back to their previous conversations throughout the episode, and dually with the audience we realized, this is what it means to be at war. It was at this point that Chi looked to Yuri and said, I see, so I should have carried a weapon too. Seemingly alluding to this concept that if you don't carry a weapon, you hold no stake to the resources at risk of being taken. Regardless of whether it's friends, loved ones, people we normally never think bad of, everyone has the potential to change. Over a fucking fruit ration, that's stupid. There's a lot of these different kinds of moral questions, moments where two heroines bring up topics of war that can easily relate to the effects of war today. Be it the implications of burning books, a vast source of knowledge that's recorded for the intellectual well-being of the future generation, in place of fuel for just one more night of warmth by a fire. Even the concept of what it means to go on living in a world that's seemingly devoid of purpose in life. Girls Last Tour visually touches on these different themes, and many more in a way that captures the audience as we try to make sense of a world that's so foreign to our own. Much like Made in Abyss, it's that concept of the unknown, the constant feeling of excitement, mystery, and maybe even fear at times that makes you want to reluctantly go further and learn more. You want to understand this world, to know how it got to be as fractured and devoid of life as it is. And so you follow along with Chi and Yuri, reflecting on some of their different conversations as well as the people they meet along the journey. I really do think for these reasons and many more that Girls Last Tour is pretty damn amazing. That said, don't sleep on it. If you have some free time and maybe want to try and wrap your head around a complex world with some interesting characters, I'd definitely recommend giving it a try. Oh, also, I can't really let this go without being said, as I really don't think I could give my honest analysis of the series without saying that this is the one anime I know of where they hit a fat dab in the middle of the intro. Good times. Good times. Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching as always. I really do hope this video maybe gave you a new perspective on the anime, or maybe piqued your interest if you're just now hearing of it. If so, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear what you all have to say about the anime, honestly. That said, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next vid. Iteらっしゃい.